Hello, this is my third video covering my computer science coursework. In this video I plan to cover code maintainability. So if I open PyCharm, you can see that all my code is very well maintained through good name conventions. So for example, I like to have some things kind of small for ease of use. So if I open up my game.py, I have, for example, enemy M for enemy manager, and it just makes it easier to type things. But for the rest of my game, I have health bar rect, render text, text draw time. I use camel casing for most of it. And then I have lots of code to make sure that my game stays maintainable, and that in case any other developers want to work on it, they can. All of it is quite commented. If I just click on random files, you can see basically all of it has comments. This one doesn't because it's new, but lots of comments everywhere. Not only that, I use version control on GitHub, so here you can see that I can track all of my commits. So all my different versions, I have them on here. I currently have 371 on this one. So whenever I need to, if I find a bug on my game that was caused by a recent commit, I can just undo that and look back, and it makes it really easy to allow other developers to contribute, which I have too, and it just makes my life way easier. Not only that, it allows Linux and Mac users to download my games, since I don't have currently working EXEs for or applications for them, because Windows, Mac, and Linux all handle that differently. And it just allows someone that has an IDE to run my code, even though it's not made for Mac or Linux, which I have tested and it works, but just not an EXE for them. And then for my actual game, I have an H page. I'll show you the process of downloading it as well, because I have, wait for it to download. I used an exe installer to make lives of, there we go, of my users easier. So basically what it does is, let me bring it over. It opens this window where it asks if you want to create a desktop shortcut for the game, so that if you just double click on it, it opens the game. I'm not going to do that, but that's fine. Then just click install. It takes a second, but I'll show it here. Basically, when I download something, it goes into my downloads folder, and then when I use this exe, get rid of all this stuff. When I run the exe, it makes a game folder with the game inside, and then this is where I can run it. But I also have this launch when finished, and it might take a second because it's the first time, but there you go. That's my game running without an IDE. I use PyInstaller to package it, and I decided to not make it one file because I was getting some issues with Windows Defender blocking it. So I had to use one directory, which basically just turns it into an exe for one Python file, and then puts everything else into this _internal folder. But yeah, that's the video.